METHOD Lab.
Welcome everybody to the Method Lab, to the METHOD Lab. Oh man, I am Gio. I am your host today. Let me see, this camera's got me a little out of frame, but we're good. And that's L. We're getting situated.
I ain't even in the shot.
You ain't even in the shot? Oh no, you ain't even got a camera facing. Oh yeah, you do. Right there.
Oh, no?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, no?
Right there. Y'all see the Larry magic trick.
Which one are we on?
Welcome everybody to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Because Shapoopy, niggas. Shapoopy, you know what time it is. You know what it is. Those of y'all that tune in, you know exactly the shit I'm about to talk. Right up in here. I think Battles. Hold on a second. I think Battles is trying to.
Yeah, I talked to him.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I talked to him. Woo! Monday. We are here Monday. All right, y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Are they coming today?
No, I don't think so. Eddie is here. He's over there moving stuff around, but we had somebody else supposed to come in, but it got rescheduled because they thought we were gonna go over there, but they were supposed to.
Yeah, supposed to come here. Yeah.
Miscommunication. It happens. We'll reschedule, but we'll probably get Eddie in here to talk about the show from Thursday here in a bit. Yeah. So, Zaire, if you go out there, you see Eddie, you mind sending him in there? But ladies, this is radio you can watch. Gentlemen, call, text 414-502-9447. We are at www.1025mke.com. Again, radio you can watch. We got Eddie. You want to sit in for a little while? Talk about Thursday? We're going to impromptu the scheduled Almil Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go check something.
Okay.
Right back.
Sounds good.
Why you check? I'm gonna check these wings.
I don't think they're hot, bro.
They're
I
not?
have to warm them up.
Ooh,
Don't give yourself salmonella.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do it.
You're going to have to do it?
I'm gonna have to warm it up.
Oh.
We'll warm it up. Okay.
We can't just leave the show and go warm up chicken later.
I ain't necessarily leaving. I'm walking around the table. Ain't like it ain't a
What type
camera.
of shit is that? What the fuck?
I'll fucking
We'll
grab my
fix it
camera.
in post.
I'll grab my camera and take it with me. I'll be like, come on.
Oh, shit. All right, for all you guys that are joining us, we do have Eddie here for Almin Mondays. We're going to talk a little bit about how Thursday went.
Miss Machi.
Here, I'm about to join the messenger as well. Oh, shit. All right, there we go.
That's me?
Second delay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I was logging into the messenger. Where's my little handy dandy phone holder? Here it is. But yeah, Eddie, what you think? How do you think Thursday went?
I think it went smooth. We're a little bit obviously nervous a little bit about how just the whole show was gonna move along. Mm-hmm. But I think overall, like once we got into the groove, I think it just felt kind of normal, just natural to just conversate.
When was the last time you had ever been on air, like live like that, where you had to talk, like interview style, or?
Probably like 3 years. 3 years back.
Yeah.
3 years back.
It's not easy, is it?
Not really. To sit there and talk for so long and have all this stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult, but I think once for us, once we started talking about the music, and that's like what I really know the most.
Yeah.
That's when I was just like, okay, like this is kind of easy.
You got comfortable.
I got comfortable. Yeah, but I don't know. I think overall it was good. I think what I like about what we did is that we really, found out who these artists are, like their background and things that probably people didn't know about them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool to hear about their stories and what they've gone through and stuff.
Yeah. No, shouts out to Money Mike out there. Money Mike and Lojitos, El Cervecero too. Everybody else that's tuning in, they did a great job. It was nice for you. For those that are new to the show or don't know what we're talking about, this is Al Mil Monday, and we're talking about Frecuencia Al Mil, which we started on 102.5 FM on Thursday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. We might switch up the layout of the show to broaden the experience for everybody. Like we've been talking over the weekend and here going into today, like what can we do to reach more people? Because that's the name of the game. Making sure that we might implement a few changes as we go. To really cater to pretty much being able to streamline and be out there and really engage with people,
Right.
And I think that's going to be something that's dope for you guys, for people that view us, for people that follow and support us, But still, for it being the first time, or first time being behind the mic in a long time, I think you guys all knocked it out the park. The show was smooth. It kept going. The content was good. It looked good. It sounded good. I think people are really going to enjoy as we move along, how the show starts developing and how the graphics start following suit and, the interaction and, because Al Mil Radio is pretty much, it's like a add-on, like your side dish,
right?
To what it is, Al Mil TV,
Right.
With the bells and whistles are really going into developing, something that both on FM and on TV is going to look and sound great,
right,
regardless in what platform you're looking at it, But I don't know. I was happy. I was definitely met my expectations, and I just like the fact how we can just line some shit up and just knock it the fuck out.
Right.
That if anything, that's what gets me excited the most. The fact that, these ain't, to some people, like, this might be a small thing. Okay, it's just a little time slot on the radio. It's like, no, we are filling a time slot on the radio.
Right.
Like, that's something that we curate, that we, put together, and we line it up, and as a team, we fucking knock that shit out.
Right.
And if anything for us, I would think, not to put words in your guys' mouth, but, it's the fact that we can just be like, damn, we did that yesterday. All right, what's next?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, man, I totally agree with that. It's just like I said, for me, like the first show, like it took me a little bit to get kind of comfortable, but I feel like, after the show, I felt excited, like, we got through it. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we choked up and we're just froze up. It's like
dead air, or it's like it was fluid.
If anything, we're just dropping questions after questions, but I'm kind of glad that we did, because there's a lot of good things that we found out about the band and, and stuff that's really interesting. And I mean, that's what it's about. It's about, entertaining people and letting people know, like, what's really here, and eventually what's really out there, because I'm sure we're going to start to expand a little bit more, like Joe said, we're trying to find ways to really reach out further and, to just everybody. It doesn't have to be particularly one type of culture or language or anything. We're trying to reach to everybody. So I see that forthcoming in the next couple of weeks. I feel like we're going to, reach out to more people, and we're actually going to get people calling in and doing those type of things, because, a lot of people, like, they want to be a part of something, and this is the way to do it, like, this is what we're creating and giving the space to for people that want to show what they got or talk about their ideas or whatever.
Shit, it reminds me. I remember when we were doing the thing. We had a few people that listened in. They sent requests. They called and texted the number and gave us some requests. And you guys were all wigged out, like, "Oh shit, really? What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah, that happens." I remember when Brother Ram, right, called for the first time. I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Am I gonna get cussed out?" I just got nervous. Like, what the fuck do I say? How do I say it? But then it just became normal.
It was funny that first time he called in. He pretty much took over damn near half the show.
Yeah, we
just sat back and let him speak, and he was damn near just going in. And he was damn near. It was damn near like he worked here. Just came in with his Brother Ram report. It was like,
"Hey Heather, how you doing?
Plug your shit and leave." But we loved him though. We loved hearing the stuff he had to say because it was so controversial and it would make people just like chap in.
Yeah.
But
the interacting with the crowd is always fun.
It's fun.
Like the fact that we can do it live and we can do it through Messenger and real time. That's always a plus. Being able to engage with people.
Yeah.
So.
And you're gonna come across your dickheads too. But like you saw how I handled that shit, man. Like it just that shit is nothing. Like that shit just comes in like it goes. Jesus is here. Yeah, man. But that's what I love, man. And that's the thing. Like that once you're connected with them, they're loyal and they come back.
Yeah.
I think for me, like what I like see is like I want to do a lot of creative stuff. Once I get it really comfortable, I want to do really creative stuff. Like because I feel like that's also part of like what Al Mil Radio is and Al Mil TV is. It's like we always want to show something, give you guys something different to see or hear or something like that. If we start coming with repetitiveness, it's it'll get boring after a while. And I know that's not going to happen because for myself, like, I know that I'm going to try to find something new. Like, I'm always, like, searching to, who has what and who's doing what. So I think it's going to be, it's going to get rolling in here. And especially once, the springtime starts coming around, summertime starts coming around. Like, I think a lot of people are going to just be out here doing what they do best. And, I want to capture that. I want to bring them in. Like, hey, what do you got going on? I see you're, I don't know, doing paintings or something. So let's check them out. I just want to open the doors to a lot of different things and stuff. And I think,
damn, that shit would be dope. We should do that. We should have somebody come in and paint while we do the episode.
Yeah,
like a live paint exhibit.
Right.
If you know anybody out there that wants to come donate their paintings. Right. We want a portrait of us.
Right.
A la 16th century. Of us sitting here ripping the mics.
I might know a few artists to plug that to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get a flyer going.
A battle royale.
Let's get a flyer going. I think I know a few artists that would actually crush that shit. Yeah, and they're local.
Yeah, that would
they're
be
actually
dope.
local.
Let's do it.
Pretty fucking dope too. So hey, you heard them. If we can get artists in here doing stuff, eventually, we want to move on to different things and different avenues, and don't be stealing our ideas either. We know you out there looking, right. Motherfuckers. We watching you like you watching us, bitches.
We'll send our guy.
Paint your house, you sons of bitches. Paint your house and shovel your snow. Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit we showed Friday?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God, we had the Friday episode was the first ever episode where when you shared it, it had the click here to see this video. Everywhere I shared it, I was so happy.
They censored us.
They censored the shit out of it.
I don't care.
We played it so many fucking times. Oh my God.
That's hilarious. No, yeah, like shit like that. And like you said, it's all about. Obviously, starting off, you start off with the prototype.
Yeah.
And then as you go, you eventually like, I like this, but I want to do it this way.
Yeah.
And you start changing things up.
Formulating and just kind of stretching your elbows out.
Right.
Get a feel for it.
Yeah. So I think Frecuencia Al Mil is going to be very dope. You know, man, yeah, it's gonna be very dope. It's gonna be something that's gonna grow, and you know, we got I don't know, not to toot our own horn or to you know, be so self-indulgent but I think once we get everything up and running and everything's running on its time frame, and we really get the time to stand back and be like, all right, now this is what Almil is,
Right.
you know, like, all right, let's fucking get to work.
Yeah.
Like, and really start molding it into, you know, what we envision.
Right.
You know, cause
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I think it's like I have this vision for it, and it's like we're working our way to that point, but you know, it's just gonna take a little bit of time and a little bit more work to get it to where exactly where we want to see it as, you know. And I don't know, like I see I just see fun stuff, man, like entertainment stuff. Like I want people to, when they're watching it or whatever we're showing them, to feel like, you know, like they're standing next to their cousin watching this or hearing this. Like, you know, I want them to really feel like, to get to really kind of get to know us and get to know what we're doing it for, what reasons we're doing it for. And I think that's going to build a, you know, like a strong, solid, like just, I wouldn't even say following, but just, you know, like a movement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for when people really see what we're really doing here, and once they know what's going on, then, you know. So that's the thing for me. Like people know about Almil, but don't know exactly 100%. Like, oh, I know exactly what that is, you know. But they'll find out once we're ready.
We're working on it. You know, for me, it's in the same line, but I don't know. I just feel very adamant that, you know, we can do something that I'm not sure. I know we can, but it's just that, you know, like, it's gonna be great when we get there. You know, being able to create something that obviously we have. The competition in the city, you know, television, radio wise, that they do their thing, you know, and there's a standard. There's a standard in Milwaukee TV and Milwaukee radio, you know, that's being implemented right now. You know, I look forward to when we are the standard of what's implemented in Milwaukee. You know, both. I mean, and not necessarily that we're just a local brand. You know, it's something that we want to take global, national, but still, this is where we live. This is where we came from. You know, and to be able to provide something that is the standard from here, by here, you know, that in itself to me speaks volumes, because that's, you know, that's gonna speak volumes because we're creating something for our people, and it's gonna reach the world. You know,
you know, when I look at the brand itself, I obviously see it as something that, you know, from a black perspective, I look at it as when I would turn to channels and, you know, flip channels and channel surf, you see channels like Telemundo or Univision, and it was all Spanish. You really didn't know what the fuck was going on, but there was always something happening that caught your eye, so then you just went with it. Sometimes you just go with it. But with Almil TV and the radio portion, the television portion, the music portion, it's almost like at sometimes it's not even just all Spanish. You know, a lot of times it's a whole nother brand, but it's like universal because the music is there, the fashion is there. You know what I'm saying? It's that channel that you may not necessarily know Spanish, but you may learn it. You may learn the trends. You may learn like the lingo. You may learn certain things that give you that culture without exploiting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. And like, if you, I mean, I don't know if you ever seen on the internet or anything, but like, there's a lot of people that like that live in California. You know, in California, there's a lot of Spanish speakers. So there's different like races and everything that like understand or they vibe with other Latin cultures over there,
Right.
and it's just to me, I'm just like, it's different because you don't really see that here, but to see that somewhere else, I'm like, man, that must be cool as hell. Like,
Right.
to just be able to, like, go to a backyard party and it's just like all types of people and they're all listening to corridos and they're all listening to rap and they're all listening to
Right.
bachata or whatever, like I think that's
Yeah.
super cool,
Like that to me, and it's dope because like there's a lot of songs that you've even played for me that I still fuck with to this day.
right.
And I'm like, yo, you gotta hear the fucking guitar drop on this bitch. Like, he killed that. He ate this hoe, man. He ate this hoe. Like, nah, like there's some shit that just that's universal, and that's why I look back at when we're growing up, had channels like The Box. You know what I'm saying? Where you could play anything. Anything was coming on there. House music was coming on there. If the video was there, you had the number, you calling it, it's playing. Hip hop was on there. Rock was on there. All of that stuff. So there was so much shit that you got introduced to that you may not even afforded fucking MTV or BET or anything like that, but you had access to the hottest music because this free channel gave you access to all these different artists, and the people told you what was hot because they ordered it. They picked it. They voted it.
Yeah, I remember using that. I would order it and have to wait like 10 songs to hear my song.
I swear to God.
That's the hook and ladder.
That's how I found out how much it costs when you fucking try to skip the line. And I got somebody billed on that shit.
Shit, I never dared.
Never?
Hell no. My grandma had a fucking mean right jab. Or she'd chase you around with a fucking chancla from.
I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. I had to order Natural Born Killers, man. That shit was, the Ice Cube song was flame, man. That shit was cold. I had to see that video. I had to see it.
Yeah, I used to watch The Box a lot.
Man, they had remember they had the interviews? Mm-hmm. And they had ODB inside the fucking gas station store, and he was spitting freestyles and spitting in the camera. It was like 20 niggas in front of him and shit. But you knew, oh shit, that's Staten Island. Like, that's how they get down. Okay. And it gave you that raw, uncut, uncensored, unfiltered view into that culture. Mm-hmm. And it made you want to see it. Like, damn, I need to see more of that shit.
That's what turned my cousins into gangbangers, I think. No lie, for real. Like, I remember those days and when, I think it was like the Tupac days and all that, where it was kind of like, there was, the gangbanging was pretty hardcore out here.
Yeah.
And shit. So, like, I even started noticing, the change in the clothing, and all that stuff. And those were some of the best years, I think, when that type of music was going on, even though it came with, the whole, gang stuff, like, it was kind of like just real raw, like you said. It wasn't like everything you see nowadays sometimes is very, like...
polished, very filtered.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool to start... Like I said, like kind of like what we're doing here. What I mean is bringing that raw talent, that new stuff that's out there. Like actually searching for it. Man, I'm gonna have to get some water. But
comes with the territory when it happens to be on radio and stuff.
Like I never talked so much in my life. That's what I'm saying.
But no, it's like that though. Like I get it. Like having that raw, uncut, that unpolished, sometimes just it's meant to be this way. Mm-hmm. It's not meant to be for the dance club. It's not meant to be necessarily to harmonize to. This is what I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm. It's just, I think artists back in the day, they had more freedom of what creativity, what weird stuff they were going to come with, Mm-hmm. Now everything is like they're kind of copying the other person that came up with it first, and then I don't know. That's why I think some of the artists that are the biggest artists are because they just came with that rawness,
Yeah.
Do you think that, especially in that genre of music, do you think that there's enough artists taking risks as far as in corrido music or corrido music?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of new guys taking some risks, but I don't know. Like I honestly, I think where that music is kind of going into is just gonna be kind of like, you know, just like rap almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like doing what reggaeton kind of did. You know, reggaeton, they had like, you know, I mean, they still make reggaeton, but now it converted into a little bit of like trap, and you hear a lot more like English words and stuff like that. So I feel like that's where that music is gonna head into. But what I like is that there's still people out there still creating like original stuff, and that's what's kind of, you know, gonna keep the game alive, you know.
Yeah.
Because if everybody starts becoming like this carbon copy of just like the same stuff, and you know, it's just, I think it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna work.
So, as a label owner, when looking at an artist, what kind of artist, if you had to pick between an artist like that, an artist that's ready to push those envelopes and push those boundaries of sound, or somebody that's just really talented and polished that understands, hey, this is what's gonna make money. You know, this is gonna keep me steady.
Right.
Like, if you had to choose between either one of those artists, which one would you actually go for? Or put the most attention into, I should say. Because I go for both. I ain't gonna lie. I know you go for both. But.
I don't know. Sometimes I kind of, you know, like, I kind of let other people's, like, reactions, like, I'll show them something, and I'll check out their reaction, and I'll show it to somebody else. And I already know these people, so I already know kind of, like, what they like. So if they actually like something that I didn't think they like, I'm like, okay, we got something good here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I mean, I also, obviously I critique the song myself, but like, I do that a lot. Like even with my music videos or stuff, like, you know, like I showed Gio earlier the video I shot over the weekend, and I showed my friend Omar, and I showed Mike, and, you know, I just get like their feedback, and then I kind of analyze myself from like what everybody said a little bit, and then just at the end I make my own decision whether like, okay, well, you know what, I kind of agree a little bit with what he said. Maybe this right here needs to change a little bit or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I make my own decisions or whatever. But I think, I don't know. I think this is going to be an exciting year, man, for real. Like, with the whole label and just at Amil TV and everything, like, I just see this thing turning into something that, you know, I mean, just the way it started, you know, so small to where we are now, to, let's say, another year of this, to another year of this, to another year of this, because I don't plan to quit anytime soon. So I think this thing is just going to turn into an empire or something.
Watch out, we're going to have al mil pasta and al mil spaghetti sauce coming soon. That's where I'm at.
Eddie's got a second win.
Shit, I want to walk into the party. Right? Yesterday I was watching the Super Bowl. And I was like, when I saw people in the stands, I was like, fuck. I was like, next year I'm going to the fucking Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Al Mil is going to the fucking Super Bowl. Even if next year we're just standing outside and reporting from outside the stadium. You know, I'm good with that. We'll be there. The following year we're gonna be in the fucking press box. Like, right. You know, like that shit is exciting. You know,
there was so much that we were looking at yesterday. We were watching this, and it was so funny because I was looking at commercials too, and one of the things especially is we were noticing that, you know, this year people were, you know, anybody could pay for a commercial spot. And the more unknown you were, the more you had to pay. But what you did with your spot was impressive. And there was a guy who paid top dollar to promote his oat milk. And all he did was sit in a valley with a keyboard and Napoleon Dynamite himself for 15 seconds, for 30 seconds, to promote his oat milk. It was the simplest fucking video, but everybody watched it. Everybody saw it. And it's crazy. He's the CEO. He's the CEO who did this video. And you can tell he did it himself. But he paid top dollar for it.
Wow.
Greatest ad he could ever get. He pulled it right at the Super Bowl.
Man, that just shows, man, if you put the time and the work into whatever it is that you want, you can build it into whatever. You know, like what we're trying to do is special to us, but we're not the first ones to take on a venture to try to, you know, create something dope, something different. You know, because we wouldn't want to do it. If nobody else before us has ever done it, we wouldn't have something that we want to do.
Right.
You know, and, you know, seeing people like this, entrepreneurs, you know, fucking milk, you know, some oat milk, you know, and now he's got a fucking Super Bowl commercial.
Because I know half the people like him was thinking, you can't get no milk out of no goddamn oats. The fuck? Where? How?
And got no titties.
And it don't even matter though. But see, it didn't even matter because you were gonna start talking about it. You were gonna think about it. You may not remember the song, but it's just the simple fact that he did it. And out of all these other commercials that got CGI and celebrities, here's this guy you don't know, sitting in a fucking valley, in a t-shirt, some high water pants, just some corduroys and some shit. And he's just playing his little keyboard, talking about milk. And that's all you needed. That's all you needed. And it was memorable. It was more memorable than the fucking Don Cheadle thing. I still don't know what the fuck that was for.
I don't know.
But I remember that goddamn oat milk commercial.
Yeah. I didn't get to see it.
It's just because it was there. Because it was just something simple that was there. And it's inspiring when you think about it. Because as his commercial's running, when people, of course, you know, when the Super Bowl and stuff happens, just like the NBA, if your commercial, if your company is running commercial for the sport, for the championship game, the people of that company are invited to the game. It's like you get passes, you get tickets, it's comped, you know? It's like Pepsi getting like 15 tickets and shit for like people at headquarters. And then it's like a +1 or whatever. But you go, and that's what you saw mostly at the game. There were people that were connected to the staff, people that were connected to the teams, people connected to the commercials that were running. I think the lady who flipped the coin, everybody that took the fucking vaccine was fucking courtside or, you know, sideline side and shit. And they didn't even have to do social distancing. They were shoulder to shoulder. Everybody else had to be a couple signs apart.
I want to go ahead and get in the press box with Robert Kraft though.
Really?
I want to get in next to Meek Mill.
Oh shit!
I want Meek Mill to play the lead role in Stolen. I think he would be perfect after seeing him in what the fuck was it? City of Kings.
Oh, you talking
the
about
motorcycle movie?
Oh, you talking about Cutthroat Kings?
Was it that? I don't remember what it was called. I watched it, but he played one of the lead roles in there, and I would love to have him play in one of our little shorts.
Meek Mill is the Stolen, but not like being in the Super Bowl, being able to go to the game. It's like one of those things where it's an event for media. You know, it's there for
much.
You know what I'm saying? So looking at that, especially at the time and the climate that we're in, and seeing how stripped down it was, and it's like, wow, we're not that far from there. We're gonna get in that bitch. Like I look at that, I look at the NBA championships like that. I look at the World Cup like that. I look at, you know, all these sporting events that represent black and brown people. And I'm like, one of the damn superstars in this fucking thing happens to be goddamn either black or Latino.
Pretty much.
At some form or fashion. Baseball, basketball, soccer, you name it. It's either in that category. It's like, why not?
Got to get our media credentials.
Yeah.
But we'll be coming. We'll be coming here.
I'm telling
here
I'm
real
telling you.
quic.
Once the media credentials, SAG cards, I'm getting them all.
Hell yeah, shit.
I'm getting the
Raspies.
The
Raspies.
Not the Raspies, the Razzies.
The Razzies.
You don't want the Raspies. No, we don't want no Raspies. We don't want the Raspies. Oh shit! You almost jinxed us.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Shit.
Damn.
That's hilarious.
That's funny as hell.
Man, but outside the Super Bowl, well, you didn't watch it, right?
No, I was. What did I do? Oh yeah, I was just editing. Yeah. I act like I had a lot of stuff going on. I was just editing. I was working on that video I shot over the weekend. We're just trying to get it done before Valentine's Day because it's one of those
lovers and friends.
Yeah,
Freak nasty.
Friends with benefits.
For the freaks in the house. Yeah,
man. This weekend was a long weekend. Weird. I don't know. I had to take a trip to Chicago, and just funerals are weird to begin with. Funerals in Chicago. Man, they're weird. You see some very interesting people at these funerals. It's just, man.
It's a funeral, man. It's like nobody's thinking. Damn near half the people ain't thinking straight when they come to funerals. Yeah. It's just how it is. But you know what though? I'm pretty sure you've seen some fucked up funerals. I'm pretty sure you have. But it's nothing like going to a funeral and just being embarrassed. Not even being related to the people. Just
start looking
don't
for
name no. Don't name no.
Actively, you know, when that whole scenario happened, it made me realize something. So it was something that I had to experience.
Stay strapped.
Was it over the money?
That was one of the things.
It was over the collection
because I
plate?
forgot my pistol at home.
Oh shit!
And I was this close to turning back around to go grab it. But
you gonna shoot the pastor or the person?
No, I just whoever fucking comes in front of me if I have to. Shit. Hey, I do the shoveling around here.
But what? Right? But wait a minute, what was it over? The collection plate or what?
No. I think the stream just dropped.
Did it drop?
I think so. I just got a notification. But I think that
that's not good.
The issue was that, you know, it was a young man. He was 18, young fly kid. You know, he was a personality. You know, he did a whole bunch of sports. He did, you know, he lived that lavish lifestyle. I don't know the details of it, you know, but he ended up dead. You know, from violence. You know, so, you know, being that it was packed with young people, old family, you know, like you could tell, you know, by seeing the people that are there, you know the lifestyle that he lived. You know, you knew what he was about.
Right.
You know, but still, it's a pain. It's an experience to see either somebody that's your age or younger than you, or somebody that you're supposed to protect. You know.
Right.
You know, but the dad had an issue with the pastor going up there and being preachy. You know, he was going. You know how the routine. You know, he says the blessing and gives a little sermon for the people in the crowd, and then, you know, people come up and talk in regards to the person that died, and then it's the sermon part. You know, so they did the first part, and somebody went up there and started talking about the violence, and the dad wasn't having it. He's like, bro, I'm gonna tell you once, you put that mic down if you're gonna be talking that church shit.
But ain't they in the church?
Yeah. Yeah, but the dad wasn't having it. He's like, talk about my son or put the mic down, stop talking that church shit. So
he didn't want to hear about the violence.
He didn't want to hear
about
no
politics,
no politics, no religion. He just talked about my son. I was like, y'all motherfuckers out in the crowd, I've been calling me at 2, 3 in the morning, talking about my condolences, this is and that. This is your opportunity to come to the mic and say what you got to say. That's all. Then they did that, and then it was the time for what the pastor's getting paid for, the sermon. You know, the saying goodbye to the body.
Yeah.
He went up there as soon as he grabbed the mic, and I already told your ass once before. And he got up and he started walking to the back of the room. And as he was walking, he was yelling, I'm not going to tell you again. Like, if you going to talk that church shit, put that mic down.
Pop that truck.
And we can get the fuck up out of here. And he told everybody, let's go. And motherfuckers just, stood up. Like, all right, we're out of here. If he says we're leaving, we're leaving. So he walked to the back and he was like, look. Then the pastor was like, look, I know you're hurting. This is not the right way to address it, though. This is what you guys paid me to do. Like, he was trying to tell him, like, this is what it is. And he fell in the back. He's like, look, this is the last time. And by that time, there was like 3, 4 people up at the podium with the pastor. And he's like, this is the last time. We're going to talk about my son, or else I ain't trying to hear this shit. And we're out. Yeah. And then somebody went into the pastor's ear and told him something. The pastor came on the mic, look, this ain't how we do things around here, but I'm just going to go sit down and the family's going to proceed from here however they want. I'll come and say goodbye at the end of this. And he went and sat down, and, then after a while, the dad came up there, like, because they must have told him, like, dog, you really fucking told the pastor to go sit the fuck down, like, in his own church.
Damn.
Like, and he went up there, he's like, look, I didn't mean any disrespect, but people have been calling me, been blowing me up, talking about, I was like, this is your opportunity. I ain't trying to hear that other shit. This is the opportunity for people to say goodbye, and it was intense for a while. It was intense, like, especially, yeah. Especially when they went up to the altar, not necessarily that they were gonna rush or do anything to the pastor, but they were telling them, like, yo, like, if he walks out that door, he's gonna be asking for more than his deposit back. And it was just, it is what it is, It's his kid. The mom was distraught, but
did the boy die of gun violence?
It's some type of violence. I don't know if he got carjacked or, regardless, he was killed. And and
that's
actually
probably why they didn't want to hear any of that.
Yeah,
it's just like, nah, we don't want.
We don't want to talk about his mishaps or what got him here.
Like, cause if it was like a carjacking and stuff like that, like, who wants to go through that? Who wants to relive? Who wants to hear the gun violence and the da 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 da? This is my child's funeral.
Mm-hmm. And when I got back home after it, I just wanted to go home. I was like, fuck this shit. But oh yeah, see, Heather says that it got kicked off.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
Yeah, I did get glitched.
But yeah,
what happened in Facebook? Will you guys say something?
Nah, it was just like it just happened to say couldn't play video, and then it glitched.
Yeah.
So right now we've been having internet problems all day long here today.
Yeah.
We've been having a lot of internet problems.
I've been having it at home too. It's the weather, I think.
Man, everything's switching to 12G.
It's goddamn cold air, man. Shit is just.
But yeah, no, that shit got weird, there for a bit. And when I got home, I read an article that just came to my feed talking about Chicago's, and they're saying that the majority of their violence now is teenagers. Like, it's not even adults or 20s, gangbanging shit, drug shit. Like, no, it's literally just between the ages of 12 and 16. Just killing each other, just rampant.
That's crazy. And
Chicago is fucking heavy violence. It's such a big state or such a big city.
Right.
So there is a lot of violence. There's a lot of gun violence, but for the statistic to be that teenagers in specific are responsible for the majority of the violence in the city, it's fucking crazy.
That is.
But yeah, that's what funerals are. You fucking go into them and just do your job, but there's always little things that stick you know. But at that point, when I saw that the dad had said that, you know, it made me realize, like, damn, I've done a shit ton of funerals, you know. And he was right. It was like, this church shit really, you know, what he's gonna say at this funeral is the same shit he said at the funeral that he did yesterday, the same one that he did the week before, the same one that we were at.
Yeah.
You know, it's always the same cadence, you know, like, oh, well, you got to give your life to the Lord and you got to, like, damn. I was like, we only got one life, and eventually you are going to end up in a casket or an urn, or, you know, and someone is going to come up here and they're going to give their cadence, you know, try to explain you in a paragraph. You know, it's like, it just makes life that much more, you know, like, fuck, if I'm going to go and they're only going to remember me out of some basic cookie cutter ass paragraph that the pastor's going to say,
Right.
then I need to do something right now while I'm alive, you know, so that people can at least have those experiences, you know.
Right.
And that shit, like, you know, I got that at least out of the funeral, you know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe preparing something before you go, like a little video of yourself, like, hey,
Right?
this, you know what I mean? Like, play this when I die.
Shit.
You know, I want them to get my good shots.
Right?
No, but
Knowing my fucking ass, I'll upload the wrong video.
it's funny. No, but man, that's sad, man. That, you know, and you know, here in Milwaukee too, there's been a lot of like senseless violence that it just makes no sense, man. Like, instead of you know, getting better, it's like, you know, taking a lot of steps backwards. So like, man, I don't know. Kids got to get it together.
You know, shit, dude, we need to, as well as adults, we need to get together and give these kids opportunities, man. Because, you know, shit like with, oh, you weren't here for the interview, but with Adrian, you know, with what he got going on over there in Hampton, I passed by that spot 3-4 times this weekend. You know, I actually seen him in through the window. Like, I didn't stop or anything, but I saw him. He was there, you know, and like you said, you know, when I got back, I dropped off the kid, because I went with a 16-year-old kid, one of Jeff's helpers, you know, and dropping him off and seeing an example of somebody that we just did a funeral of, like, that kid's 2 years younger than what was in the box, you know, so seeing him do something for himself is great, you know, and seeing Adrian, you know, doing what his passion is on my way to and from is great. But then getting home and sitting down and seeing the article of, you know, the violence in Chicago, and then seeing the violence that's here. The first thing as well, the second story that I opened was that there was a shooting on the north side and a teenager was killed. Another one, a chick, well, that was a 22-year-old, but a teenager, a 16-year-old was killed, and some 22-year-old chick was in critical condition here in the city. And then hearing the following day that the 22-year-old guy from Whitewater was killed as well, you know, is like, fuck, like, what are you know?
Shot over some fucking Cartiers. Like,
shot over some fucking pair of glasses, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, somebody that had, and actually I was reading an article on the fraternity that I was in. It's Alpha, what was
Alpha
it?
Phi Alpha.
Alpha Phi Alpha, which the history behind it was the fraternity that Martin Luther King was part of. You know, so this kid had a standard that he was the president. He wasn't, you know, just one of the people that,
Right.
you know, are in the fraternity.
I put it to you like this. Like, remember that time we went to see my cousin cross over?
Right.
More than likely, that young man that was shot was there.
Right.
And he was probably on stage with that whole, well, he probably wasn't on stage, but when the Alphas, when they were doing that whole call
The
to arms
chants?
and stuff, yeah, he was in that crowd.
You know,
Yeah, because honestly, when I saw his picture and the colors that he was wearing for his school, I was like, man, I feel like I've seen these colors, like this, those patterns, you know. And then me and Gio were having lunch earlier, and he was like, yeah, you know, it's basically from the same school that we went to. And I was like, no wonder it looked familiar to me.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it sucks that, you know, somebody like that, like at all these funerals they say, oh, gone too soon, you know, a life, we never knew what he could have done, or, you know. But you really think about it, it's like, man, this guy had designed his life to follow the examples, to really come into our new community and do something, you know, to have to pledge his life and his allegiance to something like that, you know, which is to develop the youth, to really empower his community, empower those that he goes out and works with, you know, and for motherfuckers to take that and distinguish that for a fucking pair of glasses.
Yeah.
I was like, the motherfucking glasses could have been the Little Uzi fucking diamond, or was it Lil Uzi that got the diamond in his forehead?
Yeah, $24 million.
It could have been that shit, and it still wouldn't have been as valuable what this guy was gonna do.
Right.
You know, that 22 million diamond or whatever the fuck.
24.
It's
Circle jerk.
you know, it's nothing compared to what that kid that got extinguished for a fucking pair of glasses was gonna do. Like that shit's.
Yeah.
Some bitch gorilla glued fucking a diamond to his fucking forehead and broke the internet. I can't believe that shit. I can't believe that captured so much fucking attention that this guy super glued a goddamn 24. He paid $24 million, number one.
What do you mean
for this
super
procedure?
glue?
No, he didn't super glue it. He implanted that shit.
Let me tell you something.
You know who super glued it?
Let me tell you-
That chick that fucking gorilla glued her.
Let me explain something here. A $24 million procedure to implant a diamond into his fucking forehead is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire fucking life. Anybody that believes that dude had a diamond implanted into his fucking forehead, he's just walking around like he wasn't on tour just like a couple weeks ago. Like he wasn't in the this motherfucking head would be swollen. This motherfucker would be bandaged up. Ain't no way he just gonna do that and just be around a bunch of niggas. That shit would be gangrene in 2 minutes. There's no fucking way. He's just gonna walk out in public with a goddamn hole in his head and a goddamn diamond in there, stuck in there, like he visioned or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. That guy super glued that shit to his fucking forehead. Okay? It's a goddamn gag. All right? It's a hell of a diamond, but it's bullshit. And even if he did implant it, why the fuck would so many people pay attention to that shit?
Man, there was the next thing there.
It's a pink diamond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Ain't
be
even
honest,
pretty looking.
When I saw it, I thought it was just like blood kind of like going through it.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, but then I really heard that it was a pink diamond. I'm like,
It looks disgusting.
like, okay.
Well, you guys are about to be shocked because he's about to get one up this week.
For what?
The story is that what was it? The guy that did the country song. We saw him on the
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X got breast implants.
I seen that.
What?
Yeah, he got breast implants.
He got breast implants.
Yeah, he already got them.
Oh,
Apparently,
he has breast implants.
he had a video. I thought I was like in and out of sleep. I was like, I must be still high. So then I just turned it off. But I saw a clip on YouTube where he unzipped his jacket and he had a shirt on and he had titties and he was bouncing around and they were bouncing. And I was like, man, I'm turning this shit off, man.
Oh, man.
Motherfucking shit stupid.
That is weird.
That is nuts, man. These motherfuckers on some other shit. Motherfuckers used to go bar for bar. Now they go for boo for boo. Like
I can turn my balls inside out.
not to knock him, like if that's the lifestyle that he wants to live and he wants to make that transition, go ahead. But not when you. I don't know. It's weird because he's in.
What happened to the album?
It just seems like he's trying to up the tempo. Like what's Lil Uzi gonna do now? Like I don't get it.
This shit is not hip hop at all, man. Like y'all just.
Someone's gonna become a centaur. They're gonna
There's a lot
transplant.
of
They're gonna.
weirdos, man.
This has nothing to do with hip hop. What the fuck are y'all doing? Why are you putting diamonds in your fucking forehead? Get a goddamn classic album. Fucking make music that people like, that everyone likes. Make that kind of shit. The fuck are you doing getting titties for? You just got in the game. Make a goddamn album that makes sense. What the fuck?
Or do what Panda did. Go sign a good records and then just milk them and then get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. That's it. Shit.
What the fuck was the name of the panda guy?
Designer.
Designer?
You know, he writes songs for he wrote songs for the Paul brothers.
Oh, I believe it.
He ghostwrites songs.
I believe it.
Damn shame, man. It's fucking
Like my Puerto Rican counterparts would say, chacho. Chacho.
It's just a lot of weird stuff.
It is, right?
No,
I can't wait till Nathaniel Cano gets fucking breast implants.
You haven't heard he's already being talked about from he got his like whole side of his face tattooed.
Oh, did he?
And just not too long ago he did his neck. But that face one looks, you know,
What did he
I don't
get?
know, man. I don't know. It looks
The
like
back of a Chevy.
looks like a bunch of feathers or something on his face. I don't know what the hell it is.
Man, lay off them drugs, kids.
Yo, Heather, we not lying. The man got titties.
Right?
And I think they D's. I think they're D's. I think they're D's. I saw it on YouTube and I immediately just scrolled past. I was like, I don't want no parts of this shit. Cause I just didn't want, I thought it was trolling shit. And I was like, it's already enough.
Now, do we want what was it? The fucking guy that won the Grammy over Kendrick?
Macklemore?
Yeah, do we want Macklemore back, or do we take these little Nas X and these weirdo ass rappers?
Why does it have to be between that?
I don't know.
Why is that the option? Can we throw Logic in the mix?
He retired.
Damn! Like,
I don't know who else. The ones that deserve it are not going to be on the ballot. And if they are, they ain't going to win. So what's the fucking point of including them?
Fuck! There's nobody, man.
G-Eazy got some banging ass track with Chris Brown. But
Dude,
it's
everybody,
G-Eazy.
people say G-Eazy, but I don't really. I just learned that fuck. It ain't safe. I just learned that was him. I had no idea that was him.
G-Eazy is like I
thought that was Cardi B.
He kind of took the approach of Eminem when he first came out with that one song that what was it called?
The Jesus.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
I forget the name, but even his video was kind of like the approach that Eminem.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, and then.
G-Eazy's cool, but he came out when Logic came out, and they just like bumped heads. Like when you play pinball and like you get the double ball, and you can't hit either one of them, and then you're like, what the fuck? Like that's what I feel like G-Eazy and
looking at G-Eazy, okay, because I just saw a picture of him.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
It ain't safe. And
like a guilty John Travolta. Like in all of his videos, he plays that greaser like that.
That's what
that
he looks
rapey
like.
greaser. Like
He looks like a
like John Travolta will at least take you to 2 dates. You know, he'll buy you dinner once and maybe introduce you to his brother or something. G-Eazy is like
he looks like he would be date rapey with like MGK. Like him, MGK, and Logic would hang out in the social circle.
They're gonna be the
but Logic could tell on
DiCaprio
you.
group.
Right, like Logic will tell on them, and the greaser dude will probably be the one that like stop MGK from going too far. Like that's how I see G's straight up.
Yeah,
like MGK is just full villain.
I think he might date. Was it Miss No Thumbs? What is it? Fox.
Miss No Thumbs.
What the hell's her name?
Who?
From Transformers.
Oh, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
She has no thumbs.
No, you ain't never seen her thumbs. She's got like half thumbs.
What?
Yeah, she's got like real little thumbs.
What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You're right.
Yeah.
Megan Fox has half a thumb.
Half thumbs, yeah.
Half a thumb.
Well, it's a full thumb, but it's like half size. It's like a bite-sized thumbs.
Oh, shit.
They call hammer thumbs.
She got
Hammer
hammer
thumbs.
thumbs. Oh, shit.
She be doing them Bruce Lee push-ups.
So it's like a little nub, and that's it. There's no
still
other.
there's still a nail there. It looks like a thumb. It's just like a bite-sized.
So it doesn't have an elbow.
No.
So it doesn't have an extra bone to it.
Shit.
That's fucking weird. I didn't know that.
Well,
I had
now
no
you know.
idea. Now I know.
I don't know where I was going with it, but at least I taught you something new.
That changes the mental image so much. The no thumb thing. That's interesting. Oh shit.
I found this video.
Okay. Oh
Are we
shit.
going to see the...
Oh shit. Okay, Heather.
Was
Here.
it designer that had the titties?
No.
Oh, no. What's
This is
Little
Lil Nas
Little
X.
Nas X with...
Designer got a coke problem. I was like, I don't know. He might. Anybody just talk like that might have a coke problem.
I'm good with half thumbs. My brother has half thumbs. He more ratchet trap to get views. He changed his vibe.
But he like wears the same jeans for like 7 months though. So it's like it's like that type of thing. It's like stank dick. Like you just walk like there's no lie. There's some people just walk around, you just look at them like stank dick. Just right now, stank dick.
And that's G-Eazy for you?
That's G-Eazy.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
That's why I ain't safe. It's like, nah, I've seen 2 videos now so far, and it's the same black jeans. Now it ain't safe.
Right.
It ain't safe.
It ain't safe.
Stank dick.
Oh, no, he really does have boobs.
But why though? What is the?
No face, don't let you to sin. If you run in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. No face, don't let you to sin.
Now, are those? I don't know. Those might be the same shit that The Weeknd did on his face for the video.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, is this for?
Are you sure that's real?
I don't know. I don't think
Like
so.
publicity stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, I can't understand why he would just do this other than for a video. But even then, it's like, what is this for?
Like, not even Bad Bunny would go that far. And he did go that far.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no behind-the-scenes video of him bouncing with titties.
Well, I mean, give it time because we about to break new territory with this one. You'll never know how many people start putting on titties after somebody else broke a record for it.
Jesus.
But
Christ.
I mean, from what we saw right now, like he is obviously not making no attempt to really look like a woman other than that.
Yeah.
Like he still has the mustache and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's what makes it even creepier. Like you put titties on yourself just to walk around with titties on.
that
And
is weird.
It's
man.
not even that you wanted to, and nobody's like, I'm not approaching this from a homophobic standpoint at all. I'm just saying, you put titties on yourself. Now, you walking around with these titties on, or you just did this for, just for a gag?
For TikTok.
Right. Because now you just walking around with titties on, and we just figuring like you having a whole fucking fantasy fetish thing, just filling yourself up
Right?
with fake titties on, just for no
I don't know. If it was that, he probably could have just got one of them realistic sex dolls and called it a day.
I mean, they bounce like that. I mean, damn near. And whoever did the adhesive is excellent. That shit didn't pop off at once. He did a couple high knees. Hitting himself in the chin and shit.
Oh, man.
That motherfucker did his own adhesive job.
He better not do no busted challenge.
Did you make the titties? Did you make the titties, or did you get this? I don't know. Once again, I don't think it was any surgery or nothing like that. But did you make those titties? If you made the titties, then I can understand why you're happy and jumping for joy. Because that's pretty goddamn sturdy fucking adhesive work you did there. Goddamn makeup job.
That's
Special effects, goddamn it. That boy got a future.
I wonder what's going to be the next thing, though.
I don't want to know. I don't want to wonder. I don't even want to think about it. If you putting on fake titties, ain't no telling what's next.
Yeah.
A monkey tail? I don't know. I don't know. Because if they don't pay attention to this is all it is. Either that or cut your dick off. I don't know.
Bruce Jenner already did that. It was good for like 2 seasons.
But he went the full Monty. He put the titties on and everything.
Yeah, he did. He went for the full package.
He put the full package.
It's like when you buy a car and they're like, do you want the warranty on the rims?
Right. Yeah, I think I do.
I'll take the warranty on the other underbody too.
You know what? Let's get some detail work. Let's
Matter
talk
of fact,
detail
give me
work.
those WeatherTech.
Let's talk numbers.
Let me get those WeatherTech floor mats.
These wipers look dated. I need them up. I need them updated.
This thing got a Hemi?
Come on, I'm talking full body works here. I'm talking a new life. Let's go. Let's work with it.
Well, I guess to each their own. Like Larry said, we're not here to anything homophobic or anything like that. But it's just it's.
Did you make the
jaw
titties?
dropping?
That's all I want to know. Did you make the titties? Did you make them?
Oh shit! What's next?
I don't know, man. But that's funny though. But Yeah. The funny thing that you mentioned earlier, I wanted to get to, the Gorilla Glue girl.
Oh, the Gorilla Glue girl. What? I didn't see the video. I just saw like tidbits, but I know she ended up bald.
Yo, okay. So here's what happened. This is girl. She's young, not like teenager.
So.
She was young.
I don't know what.
I don't know either. But she was young. She ran out of Gotta Be glue, or yeah, it's like
hair
gel, like hair gel, and it holds. And she didn't have any of that around, so she came up with the bright idea. She saw some Gorilla Glue, so she used it, and she smoothed her shit down. She styled it, and it held. It held like a motherfucker. It held for a whole month.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And she finally she had been going live and telling people she did this, and then like a month later, as she's been doing this, she's like, it's been a month. As you can see, this shit don't move.
Damn.
I have been able to move my hair for a month. I have shampooed it, washed it like twice a day, and it is not moving. It cannot move. So people, she did this live, so people was like, yo,
the fuck you
go
wait a
to
whole month
fucking
for?
hospital, you dumb bastard. Huh? The video?
Check this out.
I don't think I got it. I don't think I get it.
So there was a crash in the zoo interchange, and the car came off the highway,
Damn.
and I'm
Landed on the giraffe.
not sure if that's a bumper or something, but it looks almost like a person coming out the car.
Wait,
But
what?
I got it sent to me right now. So the car hits the side, but something else comes out. So I don't know if it's a person or it's the bumper.
Holy shit. Yo, can you send that to me?
Yeah.
Share that. Send that to me
That's some crazy
so I
shit.
can share that
Breaking news.
to L. That looks heinous.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
We about to though.
Ooh-wee.
We gonna change the name from the Method Lab to just get kicked off false fucking. Let's just get
Came
kicked
out of
off.
fucking nowhere. Just comes off screen. Just action packed.
Oh wow, she was on TMZ and
Dude,
TikTok.
she went
Who?
to
Oh,
the
the chick with the hair?
She went to the hospital and they gave her the solution to put in her hair.
Throw it on the Method Lab chat room. If you guys want to check out this video that we're passing around, we're gonna try to get it on the screen. But if not, we can't get it. We're gonna throw it in the Method Lab chat room. So make sure you go and join that.
I said that you.
I got you. I'm finna pull it right now and send it up to Eliezer. But no, she went to the hospital. She got her stuff looked at, and what ended up happening, they gave her the solution to put in her hair. They cut, they cut what they could, and they gave her the stuff. She put the shit in her hair, and she's been going live, and she did this. When she put the shit in her hair, the cream or whatever is supposed to help dissolve it, and she has to keep doing this. She put it in, and her shit was so fucking polished and shiny, and it was still hair on her hair, but you can see the camera and reflection off her skin. You can see it off her hair. Her shit was so shiny, it looked like a goddamn
Fucking Jimmy Neutron.
Dude, it was clear like this. It was clear like this, bro. You can see your
They gonna buff it out.
It looked buffed the fuck out. Dude, she couldn't do shit but cry. She was, this is I got shit in my hair. You couldn't do shit but feel bad. But at the same time, it was like, what the fuck did you put that shit in your head for?
So it was just photos or it was actual video?
It's actual video.
Oh, so it's real.
She goes live. Everybody calls her Gorilla Glue Girl. All you gotta do is hashtag Gorilla Glue Girl, and you just see feeds of her struggling with.
Oh my god.
What I would have done, I would have ran into I would have put up like a flimsy piece of drywall, put my head through it, and then said, "Juggernaut, bitch!"
Hey, it was fucked up. Gorilla Glue actually responded. They gave her like a remedy. They was like, "Listen, some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, some water." They was clowning. They was like, "No, Gorilla Glue didn't just chime in with that." Hey,
Here it is right here.
hey, check this shit out. Look at this, man. She put real life Gorilla Glue, yo. Check this shit
Damn,
out.
she had some long, beautiful hair.
That is not her.
Real people are finding real savings at Spectrum Mobile.
I switched because we wanted great
Somebody, she
service.
had it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for this ad to finish.
Fucking Donald.
So it was like a spray on or something.
Yeah.
She had this gel spray.
I
and
didn't
she
know
was-
that
she
they
was
made
spraying.
gel spray.
But they had this Gorilla Glue spray.
Yeah.
And she sprayed, and I don't know how much she did, but she did enough.
Let me tell you, the table you guys are sitting at, all the CDs are put down with Gorilla Glue gel.
See?
Oh yeah.
That's why they ain't moving.
Here we go.
Hey y'all, for
Check
those
this
of y'all
out.
that know me know, my hair has been like this for about a month now.
Oh hell no.
It's not by choice. No, it's not by
At least
choice.
it looks good.
When I do my hair, I like to, finish it off with a little Got to Be Glue spray. Just to keep it in place.
Product placement.
Well, I didn't have any more Got to Be Glue spray, so I used this Gorilla Glue spray. Bad idea. Y'all, look, my hair, it don't move. You hear what I'm telling you? It don't move. I've washed my hair 15 times, and it don't move. Stiff wear. Woo! My hair. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you ever run out of Got to Be Glue spray, don't ever use this.
Who the fuck
That
was
shit's
this?
got a marble in
Look,
it.
watch this, yo. Watch this. Check this shit out. Look at her scalp.
What?
Shit, yo. Watch this shit. This shit made me clear as a bitch.
Watch. Look.
She look like Carlos Boozer. That's what LeBron's gonna call her. Oh hell no.
This is.
This is when you die inside. Watch this. Watch, you finna see when you die inside.
Oh hell no.
I don't know. Looks a little staged.
No, bro, this is real. Dude, she went to the real medical facility and everything. They took pictures. She was sitting there getting examined for that. The shit that she put in, that's what they gave her at the hospital to put in there to dissolve it. They gotta put that shit in.
I saw one where her head was bald, just straight bald.
Yeah.
You gotta start over at that
You gotta
point.
start over.
Oh man, where did you find that though? That's a weird product to just have in your kitchen, in your bathroom,
What?
or at your house. Period.
Gorilla Glue spray.
Gorilla
It's like something
Glue
you have in the
spray.
garage or
It's
something.
like
That's the
if
thing,
you go
like
to the fucking hardware store and you buy some spray, then you're the dumbass for going to the hardware store, because usually Home Depot is gonna have a pick and save right next to it, and you can find some hairspray at the pick and save.
No, you can tell right away she stayed with family. I can hear him in the background. So more than likely, she ran out of Got to Be Glue spray and was like, I need some adhesive. And they was like, girl, look, I ain't got time for your shit.
Go find
Go
some.
find some. She was looking around. She went to her daddy shit or uncle shit or grandpa, whatever the fuck, and saw this Gorilla Glue and thought, if I could use this for a little bit, I could wash it out and be fine.
On the bright side, though, if they are filming a new He Got Served movie, she'd be perfect for that guy that's always slides on her head across the stage. Oh, shit. That is fucking combustible.
She can do head spins all day.
Hell yeah, shit.
No helmet needed.
She can go bowling easy.
Fucking Captain America shield.
Oh
Hope she
my
didn't
God.
spray her eyelashes too. 'Cause
Yeah, her eyelashes look horrible.
Man.
Man.
they're like spider legs.
Oh my God. But yeah, man, that shit was that was one of those things, man. That just cracked me up when I saw that. Like, she really was wilding on that one.
Fucking gorilla. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. We gonna have to come up with something to do something to really catch people's attention. What can we talk Chubbs into doing?
Right?
You'd be like, Chubbs,
We need you.
we need you. Oh man.
Oh my God, man, that's funny as hell. Before we get into, of course, the elephant in the room, I saw this ad that I thought was really, really funny, and I wanted to share it with you guys and see what you guys think. I thought it's really talented. It's a new cider, okay? And I think I put the video in the drive. But it's a brand new cider called Dickens, okay? And I think it's pretty cool, the ad that I saw. I think it made the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. But if it didn't, it should have. And we should play it and check it out.
Prayer.
Okay, let's play this ad and we can talk about the Super Bowl, which I'm pretty sure.
I can't begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mum loves the Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with the Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick Von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
Dude, what the hell?
I think I did see that at the Super Bowl. That was right after this Olaf commercial.
It's one of my favorites, man. It's one of my favorites. And it made me think, damn it, man. I shouldn't have started this Super Bowl without a Dickens cider. At least.
I sure as hell tried.
At least.
I sure as hell tried. I
But
stuck to the mule.
But shout out to Tampa Bay, first and foremost.
Yes.
As a city, as an island.
As a mecca for super spreader events.
It's a swamp. It's a swamp. As a gator hub, as a fucking basis for all pirate activity, including butt stuff.
The one county Warren Sapp can't go to anymore.
The only place where prostitutes have unionized, Tampa Bay, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2021 Super Bowl champs. God damn. The one team that got home field advantage for the fucking Super Bowl went in, hosted Kansas City, and teabagged them and chased their quarterback around for the entire fucking game. Like, it was unbearable, damn near, to watch at times.
Well, I'm glad I didn't.
It was just, it wasn't even.
It's like Mahoney should have, had some Dickens cider. He was just off. He didn't have his Dickens cider.
He was running with his tail between his legs, man, because he didn't get a Dickens cider. But it was so crazy. Like, the whole game, you're waiting to see this touchdown-a-thon. And it was just a one-sided pounding.
Dickens cider.
Dickens cider.
While the other guy
Tom Brady sure as hell had his Dickens cider.
Oh, yeah, he had his Dickens
cider. He couldn't wait to get home. As soon as they handed him the trophy, he hugged his kids, and then he got some Dickens cider.
He was even yelling at his teammates when they were celebrating at the end. He was like, man, it's like 30 seconds left on the game. Hey, let's get offense! Gotta get this Dickens cider. Like, he was so ready to go. But you know what, though? I thought about that, and I said, you know what? He's fucking right. He's been to this goddamn dance 10 fucking times. And it doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes on the board or 30 seconds on the board. You don't celebrate a goddamn lick till the goddamn game is over. I don't care if we up by 21 points or 2. Finish the game and then celebrate. Like, they were.
Get all excited and then you mess up.
Yeah, but they were just so busy hugging and shit.
Yeah.
Snapping pictures. Yeah. He's like, hey. Game ain't over, man. Respect them.
Act like I've been here before.
Right.
Right.
Like, I understand, man. You know, like, y'all happy to be here and everything. This is first to y'all. But, you know, at the same time, you still got to play with these niggas next year.
Now, let's address the other elephant in the room.
Okay.
That altercation with the Honey Badger. Honey Badger was interviewed afterwards, and he said that he said a word he refuses to repeat because he doesn't want to tarnish Mr. Brady's reputation.
You probably called him a bitch.
Think so?
Yeah. I think it's funny. Here's the thing. A person like Tom Brady would have a history of that slipping. Yet, out of all of the black receivers that he has worked with, they said if there's anybody who's that humble, it's this guy. Like, here's a motherfucker that actually likes the trap shit that he bounces around goofily to. The shit that he tries to dance to. He really loves that shit. He's really like Mark Wahlberg. It's really weird. It's so strange. And they're not even from Boston. They just have that natural, I like this music because I like it. Mark Wahlberg may have a little rhythm and a little more swag to it, but this guy has none whatsoever. He can't even run. He runs like flat-footed and shit. He has no rhythm, no dancing coordination whatsoever. But you play a little bit of Gucci Mane and some Migos, and he bouncing around with his fucking rings, and you know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
I may not look good, but goddamn it, I got the jewelry for it.
Yeah.
I see. I can't knock him. A guy like that is too afraid to say the N-word. They got too much respect for it. They gave me jewelry. I throw to them, I win. That's what happens. like shit. But I do understand that Honey Badger was very frustrated because he kept getting calls after calls after calls of holding thrown his way. 2 calls, actually. 2 pivotal ones. Because after it happened, Tom Brady scored. He was just driving him crazy. Tom told his ass, you keep holding, and I'm going to keep throwing. It's going to be penalties all day. And he hated that shit. He was mad as fuck after that. So, I don't know the altercation that went down. I think Honey Badger is bullshitting because if he would have said that shit, he would have had no problem saying something back or smacking him the fuck out right there on television. So, if he said something to you that was to tarnish the legacy or whatever, don't fucking just allude to it. Say the shit or do something about it.
Don't leave it up in the air.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
That's some pussy shit. That's just trying to throw another asterisk out there. I'm not gonna say he racist, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, they started that shit right away with the memes afterwards too about, oh well, at least we won't see Tom Brady go visit Trump at the White House because he's obviously a huge Trump supporter. But then at the same time, they both were because Mahomes is a huge Trump supporter too. You know, so
either way, they was gonna go.
But yet, all you demis were linked in because you guys wanted to see The Weeknd at the halftime show. Oh man!
Some people were actually pissed about that.
A lot of people are like even people that were fans of The Weeknd.
Really?
Like that shit was bland. I was like, he's not a dancer though. I think that's the one gripe. Like the scenery, the transition, the flow of it. Like it was a really good production. It's just that he's not a dancer. Like if he had the move like Bruno Mars and he could have used that set, like Bruno Mars would have been fucking from corner to corner to like fucking.
But Bruno Mars dances and that's his production. Weeknd don't dance.
Exactly, but that's
he
what
never
people.
dances.
That's what people wanted though. People wanted that he gave them, but with a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more dance, a little bit more.
Yeah, they wanted him to be the entertainer.
The entertainer, not the standing there crooner moving his hands and shit, you know. But
that's the weekend.
That's
what
the weekend.
Like, hey, if you wanted to see all that shit, you'll see a Chris Brown show, goddamn.
I didn't see it, but I was just thinking like Monk was sharing all those.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't see it, but I kind of saw it from all the memes that everybody was sharing.
Hey, that shit was funny when they said, "Look, when the fuck
that
did
is
Monk?"
I did, and then
You
Monk,
said that when Monk showed up on the Super Bowl show. I was dying in my seat, like, yo, and he looked like him with this suit on. I was like, oh shit.
Like halftime show brought to you by Pit Boss Monkey.
Monk is on top of the stadium,
and then Monk he made like 4 more and started sharing shit.
Yo, man, shout out to Monk. You tore up the halftime show, man. You know what though? I never really expected him to dance. And I don't know why people have to really stop that shit. This expectation, like it's a halftime show. He's gonna no the fuck.
You didn't pay shit, motherfucker.
Like,
he's the one that put an extra $7 million on top of for your entertainment.
This motherfucker has never.
They gave him a budget. He spent that budget, and on top of that, he put another $7 million to get what he wanted.
He wanted to show them.
And people are still saying it's trash.
Because what he wanted. Here's the thing.
That's why I ain't inviting nobody to my wedding.
Here's the thing. Here's what makes it fucked up. Because what he was doing was he was giving people a taste of what his tour was going to be, the After Hours tour.
After Hours, yeah.
So he brought a piece of that to the stadium, and that's what he was performing. So you got a melody of all his hits, but you got to see the spectacle of like how it's going to be. And I had no problem with it. I was like, damn, I think I might want to check this show out. But
he'll be here in January. We'll be there as well.
We'll be there. But
to the Fizzer firefighter.
But when I found out that people were upset and talking about it was bland, it was weak, why ain't he dancing? When did this motherfucker ever moonwalk or do shit? Like, I've never seen him dance.
Yeah.
Never did I ask him to.
Just mope and talk about doing cocaine.
Right. This is the first time I ever seen him actually move out of one spot. And I got hyped. Like, the whole build-up, everything, I was like...
He did a little shimmy.
He did a little shimmy.
Did he have that those fake cheekbones and
No. He did do the song and he wore the suit, but he didn't have the fake cheekbones and that.
He had the castmates with the with the jock straps.
He had the
funniest meme is that they had the Weeknd's backups, and they had a picture of the movie Us when the little girl had the mask just like that.
Yeah. See, that's what it was, and. You know, it was a bunch of that, and it was a lot of, symbolism and stuff like that, and it was really, it was different, but it was a lot of lights, it was a lot of stage production that was really well thought out and just really well lit up, and I thought that, for what his songs are, it was a good stage to really play that shit out on.
Yeah, especially with not having a crowd, because you really don't have to have that crowd engagement.
Right.
That, like he focused more on the visual.
On the visuals, like he really...
Like when he fucking, right off the bat, bro, he had a fucking, like a McLaren or some fucking dope-ass fucking car where he came out of it. It wasn't running. He was just sitting in it. It looked like like Vegas. And you could see the Vegas sign and the buildings and the car. Beautiful. And then I don't know what type of camera magic they did. He got out the car and he started walking, and then the car and all the background just turned into a screen. Like it just turned into, it got pixelated. Like it turned, it went from like, okay, there's the car, and now it's just, oh shit, the car is turning into a drawing. The car disappeared. Now it's a backdrop. Like I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they did that trend. They put the camera in the right angle where they just whoop, and everything just kind of. Like those art pictures where it's like cubes and garbage, and you just shine the light in the right angle and it turns into a portrait.
Oh yeah,
like they did something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like that shit was fucking dope.
Dude,
I want that fucking car. That car was nice. It had the peanut butter inside. Oh man.
What killed me was when he brought the camera into this room, where the stage separates, and he brings it into the room, and it's all lights. and it's literally like where he has the camera in his hand, and he's just spinning around, and there's messages and everything in there. It's like a series of just everything reflections, and it's a whole scene on its own. And before you know it, it starts being overrun by these people with jockstrap heads and shit, the fucking us masks, and they're fucking running around and everything. And the whole time you're like, this shit is dope. But when it got to the blinded by the light, the blinding lights, it made so much fucking sense because the whole time you're waiting for the song because you see the lights, but it isn't until it's the buildup. It's the whole production of it, the way it's put together, the way it's arranged was beautiful. And to hear that people were pissed off because they expected more. Like, I expected him to slide on his foot a little bit more. I expected him to hit the whoa. Like he just did, you know. He didn't shmoney dance enough for me. I just didn't I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it.
Should have had little Xanax on a trampoline in the back.
You know. If he had hit the Wakanda stroke, I would have been cool. But no, I don't care. I don't care if 50 people quiet. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. 300 people on the football field dancing in sequence. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. None of them Dougie.
And right off the bat, you already knew what the vibe was gonna be. You already knew from when they did the what was it, the Star Spangled Banner with who was that, Jasmine Sullivan and
well, no, they had
Eric Church.
No, they had
her did
the she did the
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
No, she didn't. Because Eric Church did the Star Spangled Banner. She did what didn't she do? Beautiful America.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah,
that one.
That
right?
one. She did that.
She did it on the guitar.
Yeah.
And then Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church did the Star Spangled Banner.
But it Lift Every Voice and Sing, that was Alicia Keys did that shit in the beginning.
Yeah, Alicia Keys too.
And I thought that was like really strange.
Like as soon as they showed that, all right, okay, I know exactly what the vibe is gonna be of everything. Everything's gonna be real Biden. Real
Biden. This wasn't Biden. This wasn't Biden. Here's what this was, and this is why I always say, which is messed up about these football games, because they get so political, and especially when it is separated between CBS and Fox. Fox always favors NFC. Always. CBS favors the AFC. So when you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, this is CBS's way of packaging and pushing the narrative of this is the next champion. This is the guy that we're favoring. This is the guy to watch. They built this whole black package celebrating the black man, the black quarterback, the black athlete, and all this other stuff. I ain't never seen no shit like this before in my life. Remember how motherfucking what's his name? Quarterback for the goddamn for the motherfucking
the Ravens?
No. Well, him too. Lamar Jackson. Never seen no package like that for him. Never seen a package like that for the motherfucker. Remember he was
Donovan McNabb.
Donovan McNabb. Never seen a package for Donovan McNabb like that. Never seen a package like that for Russell Wilson. Never. I've never seen that. Not one fucking time have I ever seen a package like this. Ever. And I get it because that's pre, Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But now, especially right now, it was so overly saturated, and I'm not saying like he doesn't deserve it, because it wasn't just him. There was other black athletes there that they celebrated. But it was just Tyreek Hill, all of them that was in there. You know what I'm saying? They didn't acknowledge Antonio Brown. They tried to Antonio Brown as much as possible.
They talked about Juju Smith, but not
Juju, but not Antonio. They was fucked Antonio, but they didn't give a fuck about Antonio at all. But not even Don McSue.
Yeah.
Not even sue. But, you know, they still acknowledge all the black athletes participating in the championship. But one thing CBS really avoided to do that they've done every single fucking time Tom Brady has played, has done a great package to acknowledge Tom Brady's back in the Super Bowl again. This year, they was not trying to have that because he's in the NFC now. And it was so funny. They tried to stray away from that. They talked about it. They glossed over it. But they tried to stay away from that shit. It's like, no, this is all about Mahomes. Our money's on Mahomes. And it was so fucking funny to watch that game and see Tom Brady just locked and lasered in. Like, I can't wait to get a dick insider. The whole time sitting on the bench. I knew I was coming back to it, L. You know I was coming back to it.
Later said she's going to an interview.
All right, later.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you for joining us.
Kill that shit. But no, man, like that was dope to me, man.
Yeah.
That was dope. That whole game was just fun to watch.
It was yeah, it's different. It's nice to see that they're coming to terms with what the times are. You know, like right now, it's a push to really get people to fucking wake up and acknowledge one another. You know, I think that's what it's the feel. You know, and they're a little pushy in a way, but they did it right where the content really wasn't too over the top. You know, it was more, let's make a simple point, but let's make it look phenomenal. Like their video shots and their video packages were just spot on. Like it just looked good. Ridley Scott directed a few of them. Like,
yeah,
you know,
they had
visually,
a couple 6K shots that was fucking dope.
You know, because even like one of the big, you know, I guess we'll finish it off or we'll continue with the whole Super Bowl. But like going in was a big issue with the young poet going in and doing her poem that she did for the inauguration,
which was excellent.
And she fucking didn't even do the one that she did for the inauguration. Nope. She just went in there and told stories of first responders, you know, in poetry form, you know, and it was fucking killed it because everybody was in there. Oh well, fuck her. I don't want to hear about this, you know, Black Lives Matter. I don't want to hear about what's going on in the nation. I want to talk about football, you know.
Real
but she went in there and she was like, you know what? Fuck all y'all. You know, this is Heather. She is a nurse. Her mom has cancer. Her grandma's died from COVID. And then she's like, this is Derek, you know, black man from blah, 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 you know.
Just tell
and then this is blah, blah, blah. And like just fucking bodied it. Like with the visuals, you know, the visuals just complemented everything perfect.
It was like storytelling in poetry form, but she was giving you these real heroes to look up to.
And this was during the Super Bowl.
This was like right at the beginning. And like it was so crazy because it came on at such a weird time. And I remember when it started, I was like, that's such an odd place for it because we're just about to start the game.
And the thing is,
it was like right before the coin toss.
The thing that I like about our push, you know, as minorities, because we were in that field too. We were creatives. We were entertainers. We do this shit. You know, the thing that I really enjoyed about it is that our approach to producing and putting shit together visually is different. Because we don't go about it like, oh, well, now we got the limelight. Now we're going to fucking make you pay for all the shit that you've put us through. And all of our content's going to be edgy. And all of our content's going to be this and going to be that. And we're really going to over-exaggerate what we're trying to present. But we don't do that. We provide quality. We provide stories. We provide everything that you think we're not capable of. That's how we're going to present it. You know, because, you know, all of these videos are representing a story, whether it's of inclusion, a story of, you know, bridging the gap, or, you know, okay, you're white and I'm black, or you're white and I'm brown, but yet we live in the same world. Like they go that route, as opposed to like, well, we're black, like, let's make a whole bunch of fucking noise so that you know, let's jump around and like, or you know, whatever, or we're Hispanic. And let's get real fucking maracas and let's get real over the top, you know. Like if you leave it up to the other side to represent us, that's always what you get. You know, you get either really loud rappers, you know, just being, you know, exuberant or whatever, or you get Hispanics and they're real fucking chatty and real can't sit still.
Yeah.
When we tell our own stories, we tell our stories. And I think that's what this Super Bowl and the package that they put together. They went that route, and I really appreciate it. I think it was really well put together.
Yeah, I ain't had no problem with it. I thought it was dope. I just thought it was crazy how people was hating like that. Like, that's nuts. Like, you didn't want to hear a fucking poem by somebody who literally, like, I watched step into Maya Angelou's shoes. Like, shit. Like, that shit gave me goosebumps just listening to it, just hearing it. And I was like, wow. Like, that's unearthly to me. Like, just seeing somebody just step into that place, and he's like, whoa, at such a young age.
To be like 14, 15, I think.
And just that damn good. Like, that damn good at that young. Like, wow. Maya Angelou wasn't even that good that young. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whoa. Like, you think somebody has to live through some shit to speak words like that. But
shit, Maya Angelou had to, wasn't she a madam when she was young?
Yeah, she went through some shit.
Yeah.
She had to go through some shit to have
She had
a
to go
voice.
through a brothel.
Yeah. So for her, and she's telling other people's story. You know what I'm saying? In this, it was just dope. Like, it's so many closed-minded people out there that really miss the ball sometimes because they're just so eager to just get over shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get past shit, get beyond shit. Like, that's the problem. There's too many people just trying to get past the shit, and there's no getting past it till you get through it. Like, that's just how it goes.
And then there's some people that are just plain ass fucking stupid, like legit. I was looking at some reviews. So HBO Max has this new movie that came out called Judas and the Messiah.
Can't wait.
It came out last week. So the story's about Fred Hampton, right?
Yes.
Original Black Panther from Chicago. Pretty much went over his story. But people were so fucking ignorant and so fucking just dumb that they literally thought that the movie was, because it was called Judas and the Messiah, that it was about there being a black Jesus, and they're pretty much thought that the movie was a retelling of Jesus, but in a modern,
You guys are fucking idiots.
And they're all like, well, my Jesus has never been black. My Jesus, I never will, just stupid shit like that. Like, first and foremost, chances are Jesus was black. Just historically and where the story takes place, like, you gotta be realistic. Chances are he was either brown or black. The chances of him being white baby Jesus, 5-pound baby Jesus, fucking Talladega Nights baby Jesus is not, it's not plausible. He either looked like me and Eddie or he looked like Larry, or Eleazar.
I'm pale.
I'm gonna drop a bombshell for you motherfuckers. Those of you that have that picture of white, brown-haired, blue-eyed Jesus, that picture that you're holding with him looking with that crescent over his head and pale like that, that's not Jesus. That
was Mateo.
That close, very close, but it has been said that is actually Da Vinci's gay lover. And I'll explain that on Conspiracy History Thursday. So you better tune in for that one, because I got the details on that one. That was something I learned about a couple weeks ago that I was like shocked to hear. And I was like, oh.
I wouldn't put it past Da Vinci.
But the funny thing is, I know his name. The actual name of that guy that's in that photo, that's in that picture. He was painted, and they've used that image ever since then.
That's crazy. That's crazy because they put that shit even on stained glass.
Yeah. He's a well-connected, but you know why? Because he's very well-connected. And you'll know who he is on Conspiracy History Thursdays. So you better tune into that one, because I'm going to school y'all on that one. But that's not Jesus. That blonde-haired white guy is not Jesus. That's a nasty motherfucker. What you got to say? I'll tell you that now.
That's nuts, man.
But you pray to that nasty bastard if you want to. But that ain't the Lord you serve. I can tell you that now. But then again, you don't even really know. You don't know. I mean, shit. Can I get that deep? I don't know. We should wait till Thursday.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
We can go wherever we want. We got 15 minutes.
But you know what though? I do want to.
You got some videos?
I do. I got something because I want to get into a habit of, sharing some stuff. Just kind of break up the mood and stuff, lighten up stuff.
That's fucked up, man. I could really go for a cider, but I can't really. Now my brain is so.
Yeah,
like I want to say a Dickens cider. I could really go for a Dickens cider. I'm like, no, god damn it!
You can actually go for a cider.
I can go for a cider.
Go for a cider.
Not necessarily a Dickens.
Put some cider.
But I really could go for a cider.
A cider does sound pretty good
Nice
right about
heavy
now.
cider.
Mondays do sound like a cider day,
Right?
Like it just sounds like a cider fucking kind of day, especially because it's so fucking cold out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Either that or some coqui. I can go for some coqui too.
Oh, that's sweet shit. I don't know. That sounds like it's sweet.
Coqui?
Yeah.
Nah, White Russian.
What's that, like coconut rum? Coqui?
White Russian, yeah.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
It's like Malibu and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, with leche condensada.
Yeah. Shit.
I might try that. I might want to try that. I saw this this clip. I wanted to share this with you guys. I thought it was funny. You guys listen to Detroit rap and shit, like the T Glizzy, like y'all heard about the Tigers and shit like that, that type of music and stuff. They kind of bopping on the beat and Detroit, like Big Sean and shit like that type shit. Okay. So I saw this this video where they had the X-Men cartoon, the Saturday morning X-Men cartoon.
Yeah.
Where they let a Detroit rapper remix the
intro?
The intro for X-Men.
Interesting.
And I thought it was funny, but I said, you know what, that is such a Detroit version of a song. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought it was funny. It's like a Midwest kind of pop thing. But, we support Midwest music around here. We support local. And I thought it was dope. And I thought it was kind of funny, too, as well. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I wanted to share the video. So it's the X-Men theme song, Detroit remix.
Hop up in the ship and moving my speed. X-Men is the squad if you got beef. I got a brand new fly girl and she knocked me. My whole team full of shooters and we got heat. Scott got lasers coming out his damn eyes. If he blink at you, he gon' take your damn life. Wolverine stay with the metal, that's my damn guy. If Rogue touch you, she gon' take your damn life. I got a new fly girl, she got that wet wet. Got a big crip, nigga, he don't set your Gambit stay with them pieces, they be hitting. Jubilee be hella lit and she with it. Jean Grey, she a freak, but she a G-Do. Professor X, that's OG, he go 10 toes. You get blasted if you look through my peephole. They don't like us, but we do it for the people. I'm with the gang, with the squad, we ain't gon' never lose. Run it down on your crew, now you looking hella confused. Make these niggas feel bad, get these niggas hella blues. They done gas you up, now you sitting here hella juice. Nigga, you see the fit, you know we dressed to kill. We don't need no weapons just to keep it real. If I knock out Mystique, it ain't domestic chill. If I knock out Mystique, it ain't domestic chill.
That shit was fire though.
Yeah.
Kinda hate that though. But no, I wanted to share that, man. Just some funny shit that I see. I thought was kind of dope, and I was like, wow, that's new.
It's nice to see people are creative.
Yeah. I actually was talking to somebody who's from DC, and they said that when people talk about Milwaukee, Wisconsin, one of the things that they said, and this was some legit shit that I heard, was that this city and its state is so segregated because there's so much talented and unique voices and people that come from here of color, but they're stifled in favor of somebody more white and older. And it's like that's the identity that the state really wants to have. Not necessarily be known for...
we want to be known for our axe throwing places and our shuffleboard places.
Like that type of shit. So, and another interesting thing about it was they said that it's actually changing here, and that they see it as this century that we're in being this new art renaissance. Like people in this era now have the possibilities of being the new age Langston Hughes, the new age Ernest Hemingways, the new fucking Jack Kerouacs, the new fucking forward thinkers that push this country and this world to the next 100 years. And it's usually around this time that those minds are developed and those people step forward. So I'm looking at this, and especially since we're into these last few minutes, you know, we should be thinking about how we're going to step forward.
I can dig that. That sounds like an honest assessment of where I see. You know, we're coming into something that's dope.
Yeah.
You got a video for that?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
That's what I was told.
Okay.
So I just wanted to leave that on that note because, you know, that's
no, I definitely agree with that. I definitely think, you know, I put ourselves in the front. Like, we're spearheading that for the Latino community here, coming out of Milwaukee, you know, with Almil and what we got going on. Like, we are putting together that renaissance of, you know, and the key thing is, unlike other renaissances, like, we need to really represent ourselves, you know, because this is our time. You know, we're not going to be like the Langston Hughes or the KFCs or the Jack Daniels that took ideas and things that us as brown and black people put and created and invented.
Well, Langston Hughes is black. He's not the KFC.
Who?
Langston Hughes. He was a black poet.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm just.
I thought you started grouping him in with the KFC crowd. I'm like, no. He ain't selling his out.
No, I was thinking of the guy that DiCaprio played.
Oh, Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Yeah,
that's why in my head it flip-flopped. Yeah, but in that aspect of where, you know, as minorities, we've created shit from the light bulb to peanut butter to take a pic and, you know, to the fucking Nerf gun, the squirt gun, fucking, you know,
fucking cell phone,
the cell phone, the vaccines, the fucking open heart surgery, the stents, the microwave, the fucking toaster.
Freon, you motherfuckers.
Like, take it and leave it. Like, those are all things that we as minorities have created in the world, but somebody else has taken credit for it. You know, I think we are in an era where we're going to create so much shit, but we are going to own it. And I think that's the beauty of, like Larry said, looking forward to the next 100 years, is that for the next 100 years, people are going to know that we, as brown people, as black people, as minorities, or however you view us, the enemy, however the fuck you view us, we are going to be in the record books and in the history books as the people that created this and moved this country, this world forward in the next 100 years. Yeah. You know, and I that, if anything is exciting in the larger scale, is that when people reminisce on who we were as humans, they can be like, oh shit, Eddie and Gio created Almil. You know, Larry created Neo Negas Films. Eleazar created 102.5. When people look back, they're not going to be like, oh, well, these guys created it, but then, you know, Clear Channel came and fucking, you know, made it into what it, no. Right. We started this shit, and we're going to finish this shit, and it's going to have our name till the end of time.
We get to write a blueprint going forward that other people will build on. And when they look back and they say, well, how did you take it to this level? You know, it started when I was looking on my phone and I happened to clap on this channel. It was 1025mka.com, and it was all these people on there. And That's the type of shit that's inspired us. Mm-hmm. That was the blueprint that led us to this point. And now we're in that position for the next generation.
Mm-hmm. Because we're not like Jay-Z and took somebody else's creation and made it into something.
Damn, you just can't go after Jay.
No, I'm just saying, like, it was different for him. He took something that was already established or powered by, you know, the record label.
Come after us, goddamn.
Man, she can come. I'm give her a thick insider. Oh shit!
As a member of the black delegation, we like to.
I hear the bees outside. It's winter, and I can hear the bees buzzing.
The bees are buzzing outside. And I don't want
They're
no
in
trouble.
formation.
I don't want no trouble from the beehive.
All I hear is
I'm trying to call them off.
Stand there. You know what I mean. Or if you don't, we'll talk about it later. Oh shit.
Oh man. That's it, man.
This is, I don't know.
That's how we are, though.
I digress.
Yeah, that's how it is. And you know what? We have no apologies. No apologies offer on that.
None whatsoever, because you knew what you got into.
God damn it, you tuned in this far. You might as well let us get away with it.
You did this to yourself.
Right,
You did this to yourself.
You might as well you tuned in this long. You might as well let it get away with a Beyonce joke or a Jay-Z comment. Come on.
Oh man! Again, well, Eddie, you got anything else you want to say? Leave us with.
Actually, what you guys were just talking about. Actually, the other day I shared the photo of when La Rancherada was here and we were all here, and old friend commented on there, and she said, "It's crazy how far you guys have gotten from when you guys were in the attic recording in a little studio
Over by Omar's.
Over by Omar's.
Yeah. We were there. We were there all those years. Never crossed paths, but we were there.
We were there.
We were there when you started building it.
Hell yeah.
And you know what's crazy is that like when she said that, I started thinking to myself, I was like, man, it's crazy how we have evolved into, you know, what we do now. Like, we literally became professionals off of doing something for so many times, so, you know, repetitive and stuff like that, you know, like me and Omar had that talk the other day. Like, dude, it's crazy how, you know, how much time we've put into this, that he's like, I finally feel like at this moment that I'm actually like a professional at what I do. Like, I have no doubts in my work at all. Like, it's just like, it just comes naturally now.
Yeah.
And I told him that's kind of how I feel too with the, you know, with the video editing or the shooting and stuff like that. I start to feel more like, you know, like this is, you know, like
we don't have to ask for a chance to prove ourselves anymore.
Right.
It's
Like,
second
you know,
nature.
Yeah, it's already in our work. Like, people come looking for us for our work.
Yeah, and you know, and it's funny because I haven't talked to this person in so long, and she kind of just, you know, randomly dropped that comment down there, and I was like, man, for somebody that hasn't really been around, and for her to say that comment, like, she sees the growth in the, you know, that's when it started clicking in my head, like, man, like, we've really progressed from where we started, and you know, it's been about 15 years, you know. So in the way that I think now is like, at this point, you know, the stuff that we know and the tools that we have now, like, I can only imagine what, you know, I mean, look what we did in 1 year with the pandemic, you know. So imagine if the pandemic wasn't here, we would have been, you know, probably another year even ahead of where we are right now, you know. But, you know, I think once the country opens back up a little bit more and everything starts to really kind of go back to normal, especially like in the industry that we're in, I think we're, you know, that's what the excitement of, I want to get to that point. I want to get to that point where people are really going to start to see, and not just, you know, like getting little teasers, like they're really going to see us out here, you know, catching us at places, filming or recording or doing a live or doing, you know, a remote here, or, you know, that's what I think.
We'll get that time. I think we'll get there, especially, you know, considering that. But
I think, you know, I think people still have their doubts, but we're going to make sure that in the next years, we're going to make sure you have no doubts.
Oh, fuck your doubts. If you got doubts, big whoop. Let's fight about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the show.
Go have a dick insider.
Welcome to the Method Lab again. Goodbye from the Method Lab again. We are out.
Laters.